those. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Your hosts today, I'm Johnny.
And I'm Tom.
I'm Tadeo.
We are three American expats coming to you from the beautiful capital city of Buenos Aires, Argentina. The podcast about everything but nothing, with some expat live news and comedy thrown in. This is
The Velvet Hammer. Okay, let's go.
All right. Well, here we are. It is sweltering summertime.
Oh my God, it's so fucking hot.
Oh, it's at 36 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, what is that Fahrenheit?
To me, that's 95. You know.
Yeah, it's
Somebody told me an easy way to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit is you take the Celsius times 2 and then add 30 to it. So if it's 36, that's 72 plus 30 is 102. So it's kind of close.
Yeah, wow.
But I don't think it's 36. I think it may be 35.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be like hot. Today's 36. Tomorrow's 38. Like there's a heat wave coming through right now.
Oh.
For the next week and a half, supposed to be.
Oh God.
The rest of this week and next week, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and for the age of the city, a lot of places still don't have air conditioning, depending on how old they are. So, like, people are dying, burning up like ovens in their house.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. I lived in the South in the States most of my life, and I'm kind of used to the humid heat. But yeah, this is a real humid heat here.
Yeah. Oh, it's just. Ugh.
I've got 88 on the climate check.
88.
Oh, 88.
Oh,
Okay, well that's not bad.
That isn't actually
Well,
that bad at all.
I spent a week in Kuwait last summer looking for funds to support and make our company good. And in Kuwait City, every day I was there for 6 days, it was 118 degrees.
Good God.
Good God was right. I mean, but there's no humidity. It's like sticking your head in the pizza oven.
Oh my God.
God, it's so hot.
Wow. I mean, it used to be like, it's like that in California, but only 1 or 2 or 3 days in the summer, not every single day. My God, how did they do it?
I don't know.
Cold showers? I don't
Crazy
know.
place.
Oh my God.
You were talking to one of our friends from Brazil yesterday. She said she had to take like 4 showers a day.
Ooh.
I took 3 cold showers just last night, just trying to stay cool. And the water was not cold enough. The water did not get cold enough.
Yeah.
We need like a cold water cooler instead
Yeah,
of a hot water
instead of a
heater.
hot water heater, we need a cold water.
That's
Well,
the new thing.
The place I'm living now, there's a
For a
restaurant underneath where I live, and
Oh my
there's
God.
like 3 apartments, so there's only 4 people live in the whole building, plus the restaurant. And there are these 2, I think they're 2,000-liter aluminum tanks, 2 of them on the roof.
Yeah.
And so when I turn on the cold water in the shower, it's cold for maybe about 30 seconds, and then it turns into that heated water coming from the aluminum tank, and it goes hot again.
Oh my God.
It's so weird.
Yeah, that's
So you
probably
can't-
why the cold water's not cold. Because all these tanks are on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, we have a concrete one. We have an old school one at ours. It's made of concrete. So
That's
ours
not concrete, that's
somewhat
asbestos.
cold. Whatever it is.
Right.
We got those in Italy too, asbestos tanks.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I was trying to clear out a cantina
That's
underneath my house there,
skin's fucking burning away.
Oh my God.
and so I thought, well, this big tank, it's like a meter and a half by a meter and a half by a meter and a half, 4 by 4 by 4 tall. And it's all molded. It looks like concrete. So I took a grinder and started cutting it in half. And I got one cut down through it, and I thought, wait a second. This isn't concrete.
Yeah, why is it cutting so easily?
I think I'm just cutting up some pure cancer.
Oh God.
What a mess.
Whoa, so maybe these are made of asbestos.
It could be.
Oh, probably are.
It's kind of terrifying, actually. Damn.
Because in our neighborhood, everyone's replacing them with either the plastic ones, the aluminum ones.
Or aluminum ones, yeah.
But I've never.
Yeah, that's old school.
Yeah.
You probably can look at it from the how old your building is.
True, yeah.
Like, I think mine were put in like in the 70s.
I can imagine that. Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
that building.
Wow. I wonder how I would do that. I guess I could go to like the planning commission website or the
File a complaint.
the planning department and be like and look up the date in which which the building was made and probably
Yeah,
look it
well,
up.
you can call a realtor. They'll tell you what you want to
Yeah,
hear.
they're like, oh yeah.
Oh, that building was built 4 years ago.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, it's definitely not
1986. It's brand new.
Yeah, no.
Oh God! Don't get me started on realtors. Oh
well,
God! I didn't want to go there.
No, but I mean, you were mentioning that you live in this building right now, but you're moving soon.
Yeah. I've lived in this building for about a year and a half, and that's what happened. Is we had a party. Velvet Hammer had a party at my house, and the landlord there who lives there, he got all freaked out about, and he told me I had to leave. He says, when your rent's up February 10, he said, you gotta go. And I was like, oh, fuck me.
Like, I'm sorry.
So I've been looking for an apartment for 4 weeks, and I've learned a lot about real estate in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's we've been searching for years, and it's been difficult to find the spot. But apparently Malay's changing the laws around, so it's becoming a lot easier. So I'm really got my fingers crossed on this one. We're looking for a place now.
Yeah, Malay. We all knew this was going to happen. What's happening with his omnibus?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the debate started this morning at 10 a.m. and it's supposed to last up to 35 to 50 hours. They're calling it a marathon.
Is that the same as a filibuster?
Now a filibuster isn't even a filibuster in the States.
There's a sandwich bar in the basement of the Congress what do they call that? Yeah, the Congress building. That's called the filibuster.
Oh no!
It's really there. And you go down there, and you see senators and representatives, lobbyists eating a sandwich in the filibuster.
Wow.
But anyhow, so what's happening?
Yeah, so it's gonna go on, and I guess for up to 50 hours. And I was just thinking, what if Mitt Romney, not Mitt Romney, but what's the guy's name? Mitch McConnell and old Nancy, and they couldn't even do half of that. These people are going to go all night into the next day. They have over 376, I think, articles to discuss.
Oh, shit.
So they're all passionate about it, and hopefully something will get done.
And there's a huge protest going on just outside. And I didn't learn this until recently. My brother and I were talking on our walk here, and in the protest they're shooting these not fireworks but sort of explosive bombs into the air. They shoot up and they explode really loudly. Very loudly. And I was always wondering, what are these for? And it's to let the people inside the congressional building know, we're out here, motherfuckers. We're out here. Listen to us. Shh, boo. Hey, we're here. Shh, boo. Hey, we're here. Listen to us. We're still here protesting. So while you guys are in there, screaming and debating, remember, your constituents are just outside. And
they're right now.
Yeah, we can actually hear them from the office.
I heard that. Yeah.
Well, speak of the devil.
Right. We're gonna have to run a mic outside and record these for you.
So the constituents are outside setting off audio explosives, what do they call those? There's some bomb that goes off that breaks your eardrum. Percussive.
Yeah, percussive
bombs.
That's what it is.
Okay, and but they don't even know what they're talking about inside.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's all happening. Yeah, it would be interesting if they, had a gigantic, a jumbotron
they did
outside.
That.
Oh, what is that? Didn't CNN start out with live coverage of the Congress?
C-SPAN.
Yeah, and you could
C-SPAN.
C-SPAN.
That's what it was. C-SPAN.
They still do that.
Oh my God! If you want to get really bored, and drink a few Brahmas, then you can go to C-SPAN and just zone out.
Yep. But that's their job.
They did have that big jumbotron during the abortion debate.
That's true.
And that was going all night until 3 a.m.
Years ago.
About 4 or 5 years ago. Ooh, speaking of the abortion debate.
So
you go on this one. We're gonna go to hell for this one.
Here we go.
There are a lot of poor people. In fact, as we walked to the office today, to the studio, we walked through throngs of just people burnt up. They looked all crispy fried. They came right out of a fucking a KFC fryer. They looked like fried ass chicken, extra crispy.
Oh, you see the little white eyeballs looking at us.
Yeah, they're all begging, But anyway, some of them are preggers. I'm like, oh my God, you
or had
people,
babies that are up to
10, 6 or 7 little homeless kids. I'm like, abortion's been free, and legal for years. Why does this abort the little fuckers?
You see what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
Just go to the hospital and abort the little thing.
Going to hell.
That way, he doesn't have to grow up on the streets.
I've always felt about that like that. In the States, You see that in the projects, that little kid's going to be, in jail, by the time he's 14 years old.
Yeah, he's not going to go to school. She's not going to go to school. They're going to just watch their parents. They're going to learn to beg. They're going to grow up begging.
Digging dumpsters.
Yeah, well, you have to beg in the States. You can't beg, but the government pretty much pays everything for these people. Just fill out some paperwork. You get free food. You get a free place to stay. You get free utilities. You get free education. Ha ha ha. And you don't get free abortions.
No, abortions no.
No, not in the States.
No,
that's not kosher.
Well, now you can't even get an abortion in the States.
Didn't they overturn?
Roe versus Wade. They overturned that.
In Texas, the teen pregnancy rate went up for the first time in like 15 years.
No.
So in Texas, they're gonna have a bunch of new little Texas babies.
Give me a little bit, a bunch of little babies running around.
Hey, Texas needs but they need the babies. That's what I was saying. They need the babies because it's Abbott versus Biden. Have you heard about this? He ordered him to remove wire from the fence.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
The border wall, and
Texas
he's not
said
going to
no
do
way.
it. He's like, you have until this day to do it. And he's like, well, eat my ass. And so
wow, look at that.
Like, whoa, Texas is about to revolt.
Oh, crap.
They're close.
Interesting.
They're close. It's like another country down there.
Ooh, I mean,
the way Texans act and the way they think about life, and those boots they wear. Oh,
these boots are made
they're
for walking.
wonderful. Oh God, I had boots when I was in Texas. The thing about if you start wearing real boots, you have to have all your pants altered so that the pants go all the way down to the floor.
Right.
Because if you wear regular pants with boots, they have a name for that. And nobody would ever tell me what the name for it was, but you've seen people with boots on and their pants are about 2 inches short of the ankle.
Okay.
So with this what do they call it? There's a cut in tailoring.
Boot cut?
It's called boot cut.
Boot cut.
Yeah, boot cut. Yeah.
Boot cut jeans.
Yeah, boot
So
cut jeans.
once you make a commitment to boots, you got to wear boots all the time. Because if you wear regular shoes, it's dragging on the back, on the ground.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Well, I think I was in like high school and I was like, ooh, boot cut. And I was like, ooh, I hate these. These are terrible. Like, why do I have these? Why am I 16 years old buying boot cut jeans in California? This is stupid.
Did you not have boots?
No. Oh, I think maybe
for
once
a
I
little while
wore
you
some of my
some
dad's boots.
You
But
used to wear boots with shorts.
yeah, oh my god.
Cowboy boots with shorts.
Yeah, I was a little bad boy. Running around with boots and shorts on. I was like, yeah, look at me with my boots. My mom's like, what are you doing? Stop it.
I had like 6 pairs of boots. One of them was snakeskin. And it was real snakeskin, and those were so comfortable. Really, boots are really comfortable. Once you get a broken in, they will kill you at first for the first week or so. But once they get a little suppleness to them, they're the best thing you could wear on your foot.
Wow, interesting. I
That's
mean,
some
yes.
boots.
I guess my boots are. I just had taken them from my father. He had some boots. I was like, oh, they don't fit you no more. Or I was like, I'll wear them. All right. But it wasn't a good look on me. It wasn't.
You just gotta fill out the look with boots sometimes.
I guess, yeah. Ooh. Actually, I feel like I saw a person with boots here the other day, but yeah, I ain't gonna go into that because I forgot.
So, a friend of mine, an expat who lives in Sicily, from Boston, Susanna. I was talking with her. She listened to the podcast and she said, do you know about the interdimensional beings that appeared in a Miami mall?
Right.
And I said, no. So she gave me these links. And I went there, and apparently in a mall, I don't know, maybe it was Miami proper, there were a bunch, like 5 or 6 beings that appeared in the mall, and they're 8 to 10 feet tall.
Oh, shit.
And they were walking through the mall. And there were eyewitnesses to this. One guy, this was reported. One guy, he said, I walked out of Foot Locker and I saw all these fat girls running in the opposite direction. He said, I knew something big had to be up. And so he looks back and there's these things walking through the mall.
Oh my God.
And they have a video. There were 50 police cars that responded to this.
Wow.
Now, I'm not making this up. I mean, you can find this on the internet.
50 police cars showed up. Yeah, there's no way to hide that.
Yeah, right. And so there was a video. I don't know if it was from a drone or from a building across the street from the mall on the outside, and it showed this blue light figure walking down the side of the mall with all these police cars kind of surrounding it. So only one.
Weird.
So I thought, well, why did they go to the mall?
Yeah. They're like, hey, these humans have some really cool things to buy.
Maybe,
I would like to buy these.
maybe they're on vacation and they wanted to pick up a T-shirt.
What is this? Dolce and Gabbana.
My parents went to
Dolce Gabbana. I want to bring this to my home planet.
That's right. My parents went to Earth, and all I got was a stupid T-shirt.
Yeah. What is I heart me and me? My me. I heart me. I heart me.
So apparently, this one figure separated from the gang, and he's walking down the street. So I think he probably got in a cab and went to Coconut Grove to a strip joint. Okay, and there was a minor report, but this is not substantiated. This report that he was in a gentleman's club in Coconut Grove, and he was shoving Benjis up the garter of the girls while they were dancing on his face.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How does the alien even get American dollars? Like, where does I came to Earth and went to a bank. I have a bank account. It's okay.
And now
Like, where does the alien get American
he
dollars
probably just
from?
puts his hand on the pad and it goes, and all the right numbers come up and it just starts shooting
Spits
Benjis
out
at
money.
it.
Oh my
Boom, boom,
god.
boom, 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 boom. Okay, great. Now we can have fun in Florida.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure what to think about that.
Well, I don't know. There was no conclusion to this report except that it really did happen. And so I'm thinking, well, how advanced is holographic technology?
Right, that's true.
Is it possible that somebody got into the mall and, I don't know, from
Did some
three different
holograms,
directions, they holographed this into the middle of the mall?
Could be.
Apparently it was really real because everybody was running and screaming.
Yeah, I mean, didn't you do a hologram on one of your music videos? Sort of.
Yeah, but that was really stationary.
Right.
And
That's
we
true.
just put a sheet up and projected from the back, and so you could see the projection. And then I played my guitar in front of that and danced with the girl. It was a pretty good effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, to make it look real and walk through a mall and go outside and stuff.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But this was in Miami too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, these are Floridians. They're not the brightest people in the world. So I'm just saying, maybe they were just a bunch of dumb fat bitches.
Oh my god.
But there's like no other videos of this as well.
All right, we're done now. We're done.
I'm sorry.
We're getting canceled next week. I'm sorry. Bye, guys. I'll see you later.
So they probably had a crew, like 6 good old boys from Ocala standing outside the Ben and Jerry's, and looking at it and saying, oh, I want that one.
Yeah.
That's probably what they were running away from.
I mean, but then also, like, you gotta think, like, why is the human response, at least in the United States, to like show up with a bunch of cops? Like, shouldn't it be like, hi, do you come in peace? Instead of like running, screaming.
Call the goddamn police.
Like, hi, do you speak my language? Are you from a different interdimensional planet? Like, please don't kill me. Or like, why? Where are you from? How many light years are you? Like, why not talk to it and be like, and try and see if you can converse with the thing?
Yeah, they think this thing's gonna pull out a 45 Magnum pointer and say, phone home.
Yeah, or something
Now.
like what's it? Mars Attacks. Yeah. Nah.
Oh, I tell you, we have. I'm sure we've offended many extraterrestrials out there
That
with
was
all
a
this
really
talk.
good Tibber film,
We
too.
really are
Really good Tibber.
typecasting you and stereotyping you. So we, maybe we're not. Maybe you are like
Please
that.
don't come back with your laser.
Let us
weapons
know
and
if
turn
you're
me into
offended. That's fine. I think
Comments
it's
appreciated.
maybe 2 or 3% of the population are extraterrestrials.
Yeah,
Well, they do say that the Unakis and the reptilian ones you always talk
Yeah.
about.
I'm not sure what to believe about any of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they'd be stupid enough to actually set foot on the ground here. That's
I mean, why would they even come to this fucking shithole? Like, these motherfuckers kill each other, they blow each other up, they're constantly at war, they hate each other just because they have different beliefs. These motherfuckers can't even get along for no reason. In fact, look, they're killing the other ones just because they're darker than the other. I have a good friend who's purple, and I love her. Oh, and in fact, I've got a red friend over there a couple blocks away, and we love each other. And I'm blue.
Was that the Rainbow Coalition? There you go.
Hey, that's a whole new take on that. Whoa, that'd be great. A couple of 3-footers, a couple of 5-footers, a 10-footer, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Can't we all just get along?
Exactly. Like, stop it, folks. Stop blowing each other
Well,
up.
they probably come to Earth because they don't have enough money to really go to a nice planet for a vacation. It's like you're living in Atlanta and say, oh, we're going on vacation. Where are we going, Dad? We got a nice hotel in Secaucus.
Don't even know what that
Secaucus. Oh, New Jersey.
Oh, God. Oh, right.
Secaucus, New Jersey. It's right across the Hudson from the. I think it's either.
And
no,
was
it's
it-
not. It's the Hudson or the East River. I don't know.
Next to a
which-
garbage dump or a
Oh,
toxic
the
waste
air is-
dispository or some shit.
Oh, it's all
Sorry.
industrial with big steam.
Oh,
You have to drive
God.
through Secaucus on I-95 to actually get into Manhattan.
Let's hope you have a HEPA filter in your air conditioner on that car. 'cause-
Absolutely. Well, it's kind of the asshole of the universe, but you know.
Oh, that's so sad. Poor New
At
Jersey.
that current time,
Oh.
I'm sure things have changed in Secaucus. It's probably a really nice
Poor New
place now.
Jersey.
Oh, I'm sorry, New Jersey. People hate you so much. I don't know why. Well, you guys are so fucking toxic. That's why. Oh, crap. I'm from California, so forgive me. We're not. But we do have earthquakes that'll suck us up into the ground, so.
There you go.
We do have that.
I mean, those two catch a lot of flack. New Jersey and Florida.
Yeah, they do. That's true. Yeah.
I think those are the top two. That's
Yeah.
probably it.
Yeah, like the shithole of America is New Jersey and Florida.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Asshole of the universe.
Yeah. Like New
You know
Jersey's
what?
the taint and Florida's the shithole.
Yeah. The shit stink.
Oh, God.
Shit sinkhole.
I'm so sorry.
shithole.
I'm so sorry.
I know. That's where the sinkholes first started. Was in Florida.
Oh, Florida, yeah.
Yeah, because it's mostly swamp anyhow.
Yeah.
Gators
yeah.
and all that. You know.
Oh, God.
I don't go out there.
But I mean,
You
even.
gotta be out of your mind.
Yeah, right. Ooh,
We
it's.
used to see them get just ran over gators in the
Yeah,
street.
boom! They just run over.
Alligator.
Boom! Boom! And that big old gator body just explodes. Like, whoa!
I can just see this 3-foot-long alligator with a tire track across the middle of his
Yeah,
back.
basically.
God.
Yeah, and it's so weird because I mean, in California, the most we run over is like a squirrel or a cat or maybe a dog.
A donkey sometimes.
Oh,
One of your friends hit a donkey once. One of our
Are you
friends hit a
kidding?
donkey. Yeah,
A
where we
donkey?
live, there are wild
How do you
asses.
hit a donkey?
This wild ass is all
I
hanging
kid you
around.
not.
I'm gonna kick that ass.
Wild asses.
I'm gonna hit that ass.
I'm gonna do some ass cooking tonight. Kicking tonight. Oh, there's one.
Boom!
This is, what is it? The only place outside of Florida where you can find a wild ass is California. A different type.
Right.
But our friend, wasn't it? I forgot what her name was. She said she hit one and it exploded on her windshield.
Yeah. She was like, this
Noella, was it Noella?
No. It was the other one, but let's not name
Oh,
names.
okay, no names, yes.
I've eaten alligator in New Orleans.
Oh, so
At a
we
restaurant.
had
You can
alligator
eat
too.
alligator.
Yeah, we had,
It's not bad. It's a little. It's depending on how they cook it and
Yeah.
who's doing that.
We had fried alligator nuggets in Louisiana.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
It tastes like chicken.
That's what they
Yeah, it
do.
tasted, and I was like, wow, this is reptile. And it tastes kind of good. It was
Yeah.
the first reptile I've ever eaten. And it was like, oh, this doesn't taste that far from chicken.
No
it was
snake.
quite good.
Yeah.
I've never had snake before, though. It's the first reptile I've ever eaten.
I don't think I've had rattlesnake.
Mm.
My national sales manager did have rattlesnake in New Orleans, but I stopped with the gator.
But yes, but as far as you know, like, have you eaten any other reptiles? Like, it's not a thing people eat that much.
No, I'm just
reptile.
saying maybe.
No.
I was gonna make an
No.
ex-wife joke.
Oh my
No, that's bad. I'm not gonna do that.
No, do it. Jesus.
My ex, I would say no, but no.
I knew that was lurking out there
Yeah,
someplace.
somebody
yeah,
had
yeah,
that
there
has
was
to
a
say a joke.
reptile.
There was definitely a joke in there. Have you eaten reptiles? Oh.
Yeah, well,
that's my
it
ex.
wasn't a reptile at first, but she kind of devolved into that over the years.
Right.
Jeez.
But I mean, alligator was not, or was it alligator? Yeah, it was alligator we ate.
Mhm.
And it was not bad at all. And they had this sauce, like a ketchupy sauce. It was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And they were kind of big too, like big chunks of nugget. I was like, damn, that's a lot of meat on this thing. Ooh, not
Yeah.
bad.
It's recycled cat and dog. Because alligators, they take out mascotas, pets,
Oh, yeah.
right and left. They'll come out of the swamp in these ritzy little subdivisions, gated
Yeah.
communities, and they'll come up and they'll take.
Yeah. Where were we?
Muffy was just a snack.
Oh yeah. It was like.
Oh, where's Muffy?
Yeah, it's like a
Gator's
package of
going off,
Lay's.
got a cat tail hanging out of his mouth.
Chop the lights open
Where
up.
were we? We were at there was this casino nearby where we were. When we were in Florida, first we had run into this casino, and we were in this again. Like we talked about this before. Our gigantic 34-foot RV. We had stayed in this casino. What was the name of this casino?
Wanna peg a peg.
Yeah, it was
peg and eat it.
and we drive, and there's like it's like a creek or something, and then you get to like a sort of town area, and we would
Where
ride
was this?
in Florida.
Like right by like Kendall.
Near Kendall.
Like we were trying to get into Kendall. And
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've heard of Kendall.
And so
drive
we
down
would
this
ride our
nothingness
bikes
street.
to the nearest Starbucks to do editing on the work that we were doing, and we would drive by ride by this creek, and there were alligators in this creek. And I remember I was riding at least, and I remember this alligator came out of the water and grabbed like a crane or some bird, and just like I was like, oh my god, oh! And I'm like riding my bike into traffic and shit, getting scared, freaking out because I ain't seen nothing like this before. Like,
Primal.
oh my god! And I'm a California boy. Like, what? Wow, like the most I've seen was from like National Geographic.
Inside in real life.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's real. And I just rode that bike hard. I was like,
Yeah.
get me out of here, get me out of
Yeah, they have
here.
crocodiles too.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Ooh.
and you know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
Their snout.
Yeah, well, their
Sounds
jaws are hinged differently, and I can't remember which is which, but I think alligators, their top jaw goes up, their bottom jaw is stationary, but their top jaw goes up.
Goes up.
And crocodiles, their top jaw is stationary, and their bottom jaw goes up and down.
Okay.
But as far as taste, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They probably have a television station somewhere out there to do a taste test. What do you
Right.
think, crocodile or alligator?
Oh, wow.
Call us in.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
And if you guys are from like Louisiana, Florida, wherever you guys were, those are the only two that I know have alligators and crocodiles. Leave us a comment if you're listening. Which do you like better, crocodile or alligator? Or maybe you can tell us we don't even eat crocodile. Like no one touches that thing. Those are big old ugly monsters.
Mine.
Yeah, because crocodiles are huge, aren't they?
They can be.
They
Yeah,
both of
like
them can get huge.
12
Can
feet.
do.
They can be really
God,
big.
that's
You know, there
terrible.
was a time, I think this was once again in New York City, they were having a problem in the sewers in Manhattan.
Oh, Lord.
There were so many crocodiles because you could buy crocodiles at the pet store. And
Oh,
they were like 5 or 6 inches long for a pet.
Yeah.
But then once the thing started growing,
It's big.
people would flush them down the toilet. And so
Oh,
the
God.
sewers of New York are full of crocodiles.
Oh, that's
Alligators,
so
crocodiles,
messed
what's the
up.
difference?
Oh,
You say
sounds like
tomato, I
some,
say tomato.
Jesus.
Sounds like some Ninja Turtles kind of things with a bunch of little
And like-
animals in there.
And there's like swamps and estuaries here, but the worst we have to worry about is piranhas. And I don't even think they got that many piranhas.
Well, I ain't
Whoa,
stepping
piranhas.
into any
Yeah.
water
I know they-
around
I know they
here.
have them in
No
Brazil.
water in South America. My feet are not going to touch
Yeah,
it.
right. Like I like.
Uh-huh.
I went to Quilmes. I don't know if I said this in a different episode. I went to Quilmes for a weekend, and I was by the river for a long time. There were people walking out into the river. I'm like, that's disgusting. It terrifies me. Water terrifies me. But these people were just walking in the river, and it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, dark as hell, and they're walking into this dark river, and I'm just like, what sort of animals are in this river that are gonna like bite your feet and eat your limbs?
Yeah.
Like a
But
phone
apparently-
10 seconds, they strip you up all
Like,
the way up to your knee. You're a tibia and a fibia, nothing more.
Yeah, and I think it's Brazil when they cross when they cross their herds across the river, they take their oldest and weakest one down the river and cross it, and all the piranhas flock to it and eat it, and then they take the herd across on the top because now all the piranhas are eating up
Really?
the old one.
Oh, that's a Judas goat.
Yeah, it's a Judas.
That's what they call that.
The,
Oh, you
the
remember-
scapegoat.
Yeah, the scapegoat.
It's the
No,
scapegoat.
it's true. They used to do that. You remember
Oh,
that
no.
Jurassic Park movie? They had a Judas goat there,
Yeah.
and trying to bring the T-Rex out because he needed
Oh,
a
yeah.
snack, right? But that's a common thing. That's real in history.
Ooh. And
they
then-
put a goat out there so the bigger animals come to get the goat, and then
they cross
Yeah.
and everything else is
they have a
safe.
barbecue.
What's that you happen to be drinking there? What's that?
Oh, it's a Brahma, but you know, it's almost gone. I think I'll have another. What are you drinking?
I changed it up today. I'm drinking a Quilmes.
Well,
Got the kill
it's
message
the same
today.
company, as we have said many
Yeah.
times. It's all good.
Quite delicious.
Ching ching to
I know we're
listeners.
beating the wildlife thing to death here today, folks. If
Okay.
you're not into animals, that's okay. But I have one more saying.
Oh,
There
go
is
ahead,
a
go ahead.
critter in Louisiana that's like the size of a big rat, and it's called a nubia or a nebia.
Nutria.
Nubia?
Nutria. I think they're called
Nutria,
nutrias.
that's what it is. And actually, if you're a really good Creole cooker, you can make nutrias really nice, a nice little nutria.
Wow.
You know they have an invasion of those, I think, here
Oh, yeah,
in La
it's-
Plata, Mar del Plata in the south.
Really? In
Yeah, they're
South
like,
America?
yeah.
Wow.
They're like, they will fuck with your dog. Like, people's dogs are getting scared. These things are bullies. They're they're big rats. They're quite
Big rats,
large.
yeah.
Interesting.
They can get to the size of, almost the size of a little dog.
They're like ratty. They're like
They look
rats.
like rat kind of beaver
Like a
face.
rodent?
Yeah, they're rodent.
Oh, I,
What
so
are
I guess
they
I can
called?
see why you
Nutrias?
would want
But
to
you
do
know,
that.
if a rodent's smart, I did not see this in Atlanta. Actually, it was in Richmond. I did not see this, but I worked for a guy, and he had a Doberman in his backyard and got into a fight with a rat. One of
Oh.
those 1 foot long rats.
Oh, God.
And the rat won because the rat just kept moving around, and positioning, bantering and all this stuff,
Oh, wow.
and got the jugular on the dog, and that was the end of it. He said that rat killed my dog.
They got big old rat teeth too. Those big old ratty.
Oh,
nasty-
yeah.
Yeah, but he has a Doberman
We talked
too.
about rats.
Come on.
I think last
Oh,
week
yeah.
we talked. We're not gonna talk about rats now.
Oh, gross. Ugh.
So anyhow,
Doberman is tonight.
oh, we got the Brahmas, we got the Imperial, we got.
We got
What are you
Chiles.
drinking, Phil?
I've got a kill mess this time.
Got a kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're playing with the same
We're
company.
doing-
This
yeah.
week.
Got our Brahmas and Achilles. Let's make a small apology to Florida. I feel bad because
Oh,
we
yeah,
did
yeah.
stay in Florida for at
Oh,
least
yeah.
3 months.
And it was
It was wonderful. It was
lovely.
wild.
Yeah, it was fun.
There was a story from every day. I think Jonathan got hit by a car.
Oh, I did. get
fell
hit
off
by-
my
I got hit
bike.
by a Ford F-150.
And the guy said he got out of his
He
car and
told
said,
me to get. He's
like,
like, get
"Why'd
the
you
fuck
hit
out of
me?"
my way. He's like,
"Why'd you hit me?" What?
I was like, bitch, you ran into me. I was literally biking, and he drove so fast past me that boom, his rearview mirror slapped my arm and almost knocked me over into. I'm like, "Whoa!"
Into the gators.
And he goes, "Why did you hit me?" I was like, "You were definitely behind me, going faster than me, so you are the one who hit me."
You're in a truck. I'm on a bicycle.
I was like, "You dumb motherfucker! Here, give me $100 to pay for my pain and suffering."
That's the way it works.
Like,
Get the hell out
dude,
of
you
here.
hit me. Don't fucking yell at me. And we were carrying like a mountain of groceries, so I was like already not well balanced on my bike.
Well, now, if you went to court with that, I'm sure you'd probably lose because the lawyer hep onto that. Well, he was not operating the bicycle correctly. He was overloaded, and that was not what you're supposed to do out on the interstate. Were you on the interstate? Huh? I-95. Where were
we
you?
were on the street,
Oh, okay.
right where the bikes are supposed to bike, and they have these signs everywhere. Don't bike on the sidewalk. So we're like, okay, we're biking where the bikes are supposed to be. They're like, don't bike on the sidewalk, but they won't give us a bike lane.
Florida.
But
Okay,
still-
now,
Okay,
now
okay.
we're trying
Wait,
to apologize
wait,
and we're already back
What?
on Florida.
Yeah.
What? You say we need to apologize to Florida?
Yeah.
So in our apologize, we beat them down a little bit
A little
more.
bit more.
What the
I mean,
hell is
The
that?
motherfucker did hit me. so-
Okay.
We're helping them
Okay,
up. We're helping them up.
Today,
Yeah, yeah.
you wanted to apologize.
Yeah,
Let's get your
right.
honest
Yeah.
and sincere apology.
But
Well,
but to
We're gonna listen, Johnny.
We had a
Well,
lot of incidents on bikes out there, but no, I mean, just do better, Florida. We love
There
you,
we
but
go.
you can do a little better.
yeah, there we go. I'll
Just have,
I'll accept that. That's a good apology.
I mean,
Do better.
I mean, we've had
can't stand
Florida.
I can't stand it. God, you know the
Florida's
heat
been
and the
wrong.
Brahma's getting to me. I don't know if I'm gonna.
No.
What do we gotta go? I got another 25 minutes. I think we can make it.
Yeah.
Okay, stay tuned, folks. It's gonna get a little weird.
Yeah, we're getting ruckus.
We're turning into Florida Man.
Oh my god. Oh my
Florida
god.
Man, found on interstate with alligator. Like the weirdest things you ever hear Florida Man does.
Oh my goodness.
We were turning into Florida Man. Oh my God.
But I mean, once we got out of that zone, I mean,
Turned back normal.
It was a lot of fun. Like the folks in Kendall were great.
They were, yeah.
They helped us set up our first art party, and it was huge. There were tons
Yeah,
of
the
people
artists
there.
were cool. You're right. Yeah.
it
There
was,
we
it
go.
was really great.
Arts
So
would be.
yeah, it was a blast, and we actually got stuck in Florida because it was so fun. We were there for almost a month. We were supposed to be already on the road after a week, but we stayed there for a month. So that's saying something.
That's very cool.
Yeah, you guys did a great job.
Very
You
cool.
hosted us very well.
We didn't get stuck in like Orlando.
No, we got stuck in Miami and
we got literally stuck in Orlando. We had to take an Uber from Orlando
Oh, yeah, that's
to
true.
freaking Miami.
That
It
is
was a
true.
$300 Uber.
That's true.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
And the
a
guy
great
didn't want it
story.
because he had to drive all the way. He was like, I'm not going to take y'all. We're like, please just take us.
Yeah,
We're stuck
we're
here.
We're stuck.
We need to get our goddamn bus.
Yeah, and we got a 30-foot house like waiting for us an hour away.
So did you go to Jacksonville?
No, we didn't.
Well, Jacksonville, when I was in Atlanta, that's where all the drugs came from. I mean, it supported the whole southeast United States. I don't do drugs, but back many, many years ago, and it was all out of Jacksonville. I guess there's some huge university there.
Say no to drugs, children, but
Maybe University of Florida.
Yeah,
That's a wild guess.
right, yeah. There must be a University of Florida there.
Oh, yes, it must be.
Well, what university's in Palo Alto? Well, there must be a University of California there.
it's actually Stanford, isn't it?
Yeah, Stanford.
Which one? Yeah, we're not even.
It's Stanford.
What is Jacksonville? Is that on the east side of
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
or
it's
the
on
west?
the- on the-
So it's
on the
east.
east side.
Yeah, we went to
got
Orlando, we got
to
to
it.
Miami, we went around to Fort Myers,
Uh-huh.
and then
Like we just passed right through Tallahassee and all that.
yeah,
bullshit.
because we went right around the coast. We didn't really go much inland, although I don't even know where.
You saw Tallahassee?
No, I don't think so. No, we didn't.
You went around.
Yeah,
just
we
cut
went all
off.
I lived in Tallahassee for 3 months. I drove a cab there.
Oh.
It was kind of after I was there for 3 months, I kind of lost my cab because
So all
one night when we had a tequila party one night, right? And
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And so we got so loaded, and by that time they would give us a taxi 24/7. So you had that. And so I woke up the next day and I just couldn't work, and I got up about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and my taxi was gone. The company had come and taken my taxi away from me and fired me.
What?
I'm like, fuck me.
Damn.
But that's okay. I went to work building geodesic domes. That was a
better off,
little higher calling in life than
Fair enough.
take you to the airport.
Right.
Well, that is.
Wow.
You can get into some trouble out there in those bars in Florida. I think we went to a biker bar once.
Yeah, and we had an amazing time.
Like we were like the two
We were-
brownest
Oh,
people
yeah.
in
yeah,
there.
we were the brownest and like the youngest and cutest, and we had no facial hair at all,
I'm telling you.
and no leather.
Yeah, man. We had the greatest time. One of the guys was drinking apple.
And he had apple
schnapps.
schnapps, and I think it was near my birthday,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh my God, DJ Can."
There it is.
That's it, DJ Can. Shout out to DJ Can. I don't know where we were, but
Somewhere
he
in
treated
Florida.
it. He's like, "Oh, try this. This is some apple schnapps from here." I was like, "Ooh, ooh."
Look at this big burly man drinking apple schnapps, green apple schnapps.
It was really strong. I was like, "Whoa, damn."
And we did karaoke and played pool.
Yeah, but yeah, he
Cool.
just showed us around, and we sang karaoke in front of all of them. They were like clapping. We did.
Yeah.
What song did we do? Do you believe?
No, oh hell no. We did the song you wake up in the morning and you walk
Oh
outside.
yeah, yeah.
And you take it in your
What's up? And nigga get real high and I.
scream at the top of my lungs.
What's going on?
That's
yeah.
how we did it.
And all the guys were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. All these biker guys.
We had that place rocking.
Yeah,
I know biker guys. I lived in Spain in the Costa del Sol,
God, I
and
got
there's
chills
a
remembering
Hermanos
that.
de Silencio. They're based in
Wow.
Nerja, Spain.
I got
And
chills remembering.
it was a wonderful group. I didn't stay there long enough to actually get into the
guys.
group. I had a 1994 Suzuki Intruder, which is a really cool bike. So I got to ride with them a little bit. But they were lawyers and doctors,
Yes.
upper level management people, and highly disciplined and highly honorable.
Yeah.
They have honor, you know, and I don't know where all this came from about the Hells Angels. Oh, bikers are terrible. They're
Yeah.
awful. They're not.
Yeah.
They're some of the best men in this world.
Yeah, we walked in, we're like, oh God, we're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
But you were in the
We
right place.
We were in the right place, and we just got a couple beers, and we started talking to folks, and we met this guy, and then he was like, he's like one of the kings of the place, and
Yeah.
he just introduced us to everyone, and then
He
it was
even
just
took us-
wonderful.
I think he took us out front to his bike and he put the front tire up against the wall.
Oh,
and just
yeah.
and then he started.
All this
What is
smoke
it?
and started fire,
Yeah.
started
Doing a-
like, rah, rah,
And we're just like,
rah.
wow, yeah, fuck
Oh shit, yeah. He's like, yeah, rah, rah.
amazing though.
I was like,
So take our advice. Go to your local biker bar. Don't be a dick in there. Just be open-minded.
You'll
Be,
meet
you know.
the nicest people.
That's great
You will
advice.
meet the greatest people.
Maybe a little crusty on the outside, maybe not.
But
you know,
it's generally great people.
Just nice people.
Yeah.
Go in with an open mind, and you'll have a great time.
Yeah. And we had when we got back home, we literally we recorded a podcast about like, I can't believe this happened last night. I was like so uneasy, and then I was so comfortable in just so quickly because you're like, nah, we're just
They're just normal people, really. Yeah.
But the guy had this massive table, and everyone knew everyone, so he was
Big old
introducing us
posse.
to everyone. I was like, this is so cool. You know everyone
It's
in the
cool.
bar.
It's
Wow.
cool. Yeah. I took a vacation shortly after my divorce from my first wife and went to Sedona. I love Sedona, Arizona. God, it's so beautiful, and there's all these energies around there. So anyhow, I rented a Harley Davidson Sportster for a day to just go out and ride around. And so I rode among all the red cliffs and all that stuff. And then there was another town out there called Jerome, Arizona. A little town, but it's kind of touristy, but not really. So I saw a bar on the side of the road, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna park over here, go in and have a beer, see what's going on." So I parked the bike, and I'm walking up the sidewalk, and I got about 10 feet from the door, and this guy came flying out back first.
Oh, fuck yeah.
10 feet onto the street, and another guy came out on top of him and leapt on him and started beating the shit out of him. I said, I don't know if it was a biker bar. Probably not. It could have been, But I said, I'll go someplace else.
Oh, right.
That's
I
like a
wasn't
movie
into
scene
it.
almost.
Yeah, that is like a movie scene.
Yeah, it was a movie scene.
That's a movie
It
scene.
really, this guy's flying out, his feet aren't even on the ground, and he goes 10 feet on his back, and the other guy leaps at him.
Oh my God.
Stuntmen couldn't have done any better.
Jesus. I mean, all this talk about biker bars, and now I'm like, oh wow, I had such a great time. Part of me is now thinking like, oh, I need to start exploring like other areas of Argentina to like meet the Argentine biker, or to get to an Argentine biker bar, because I know there's bikers here in this country. I've seen them driving around, but I would love to go
Together? In a group?
In small
There's a word for that.
but it would be
Not a palio, but...
yeah, they probably have a word for it. But I would love to like go to one of their bars and walk in, just me looking all skinny and gay and faggoty, and just be like, hey, and they're like, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then we just like talk in Spanish all day long. I'm like, wow, these guys are just as cool as the American bikers. Oh my God,
It's a
this is
discipline.
amazing.
It's a lifestyle discipline.
Yeah, and right.
They're under control.
Yeah, I mean, people,
Yeah, let's look.
that
Hey,
would be so
They
cool.
are.
if we got any expats in Buenos Aires that
Who
know
would-
the town and know
yeah.
where the bike, call us.
Please.
Send us a comment.
Yeah.
We'll be there. We'll meet
Well,
you there.
actually, on this note, I have. Hopefully, the viewers will correct me if I'm wrong, but here in Argentina, there's like a new school biker group who ride, the new Suzuki kind of.
With all the plastic,
Not the big Harley
fairings,
kind of. Yeah,
the fairings.
Yeah, the
and,
bright green, bright red bikes. And
Right.
Oh,
They
like
had
racer bikes?
racer style bikes.
Like Tokyo style.
Like almost
but
like a
not
Tokyo
not a cafe racer.
Right.
Cafe racer's a different thing.
What's a cafe racer now?
Oh, okay. When I was 19,
Let's
I
get
lived
through
in
all
Chicago. Okay, and we had
Okay.
the guy that I worked for. He owned 2 ice cream parlors, and I was the manager of his second ice cream parlor. He had, it was in a garage that he rented from an old lady. It was Cafe Racer, and it's one of those things that you lay down on,
Oh,
and you're down into
yeah,
it.
that's a racing. Yeah,
And it's
a
just
racing bike.
really, really powerful.
Yeah.
And so he also had a dirt bike, and we went out to Rockville, which was in
Right.
Wisconsin.
Oh.
And at the
I
time,
remember
I think
that,
it's
yeah.
still in Wisconsin. But at any rate, we would go in the alley behind us. This is like downtown Chicago,
Uh-oh.
close, like what was it?
What you doing in the alley town?
Eggleston or Elliston, I don't know what. There's a suburb just north of Chicago. But anyhow, we take it in the alley.
You take
And
what
go
in the alley? Oh.
all the way down the alley. It was like a long block, and then we turn around.
Okay. And that's a cafe racer?
Yeah, we could do it for about 20 minutes, and then the little old lady in the house next door would be out there looking at us and going to call the police.
Okay.
And he said, "We're only good for 20 minutes here," and we'd put it back in the garage.
So it's like that Batman bike where he like kind of lays down.
Yes,
And then
yes, it's like that. But there's no plastic on it. It's just pure power, steel and motor.
okay.
And it's
So that's a
serious
cafe
bike.
bike. So then the street or whatever we call them, racers, there is definitely a gang of them out here, and I think they had destroyed one city one night, and it was all over the news.
Oh my God!
And they're racing their bikes up and down.
Okay.
They had they had brought hell to the city.
People with fairings on their bike are destroying a city. Now that is not right.
Yeah, now that's a bad story. Like, if you're gonna destroy, what do you mean they destroyed the city? Like they destroyed the city?
They were just being
like
hellish.
when the gays go into the town and we destroyed the town. It's like, oh, we just had a lot of fun.
I think they looted a building and they were just basically wreaking
destroyed
havoc on their bikes down the streets.
Oh no, see that's not good.
That's how I knew about them, but correct me if I'm wrong. But so there are different types of bikers.
No, I want to meet those good bikers.
So there's like the leather Harley ones, and then there's like the kind of jean tank top
beards, and they're just so fucking friendly and just so nice and kind. And he like introduced us to his daughters, and he was like, "This is my daughter, my granddaughters." I was like, "My God!" He's like, "Yeah, she's really pretty, right?" I was like, "Well, I'm a little bit gay, so." But I can see how pretty she is. Yeah, she's pretty.
She's definitely
right. Hey, I ain't gonna say no. I'm like, "Hey, girl,
I understand the genre.
Yeah. Right.
Florida. Thank you, Florida, for this conversation.
Oh yeah.
And everyone.
Was that in Florida? That biker?
I believe that was in Florida.
Oh, yeah, it was. That's right, because we
went with the meth head.
Yeah, the meth head. Yeah.
That's another story about Florida. Okay.
Oh, we need another
let's
story.
Change
Let's go.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
That was.
So we're in the Sunshine State. That's what they call it.
Sunshine State. Florida orange juice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anita Bryant, wasn't she the big spokesperson many years ago for Florida orange juice?
Oh.
Anita
You guys
Bryant.
probably don't.
I don't even know who
Okay.
that is.
Yeah.
That does not
I got a
ring
few
bell.
years on you, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I remember, but California had their own oranges. So it was like, we drink California orange juice. Sorry, fuck you, Florida Natural. We were like, no. So we might not have known too well because we had our own orange juice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it didn't get out there.
Yeah,
Our whole city was just oranges.
Oranges, yeah. California has its own orange.
At least in the
Well, in defense of
Anita.
Anita Bryant, I think she was Miss America one time, like in the early 50s.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh Lord, that's definitely why I don't know her.
That's way
Yeah,
back.
yeah. So probably out of my out of my generation range.
Yes, she is.
Out of your, hey, you got another bra over there? King?
Oh.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm gonna start to pound these.
Oh God. Oh.
No, wait. Isn't the new Miss America
Oh Lord.
a transgender?
Oh, I
Have
do
you
not
heard
know.
anything about that?
I do not know.
I feel like I
I
should,
swear
but
I
I do
read
not.
this on my phone.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay,
I don't
we're gonna
watch.
hold off on that one.
I don't watch
But I
Miss
think
America
she's-
pageants, but I will watch
she's-
RuPaul's Drag Race.
She's the first transgender Miss America.
Wow.
Of course, she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Now,
she
I
is.
don't know if this is true, so we're not going to talk about it. But
Yeah.
we can talk about the possibility of that
we
happening.
can look that up and talk
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah, we could look that up right now.
I don't know how they'd handle a swimsuit competition. I mean,
Well,
that's
maybe she was
I
completely.
got chopped.
Maybe she
Chopped?
had the,
Or maybe it was
it's called lower surgery.
Yeah.
We'll say it correctly.
Oh my God. Okay, I grew up
But also
in Kansas.
RuPaul had his
I'm
first
sorry.
woman winner, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That's a good story.
That's true. A woman won a drag race.
That's true. RuPaul's Drag Race.
But drag race is supposed to be men. Look, I don't know. Everything's getting
Well,
blurred.
no,
All the
no.
lines are
I don't
blurred.
think it's supposed to be. It's just whatever. If you like drag, you like drag, and it was a woman that liked drag, and she won. So although all the gays were like, "Wow," but everyone loved her. So I ain't gonna hate.
Okay,
You win
so
a drag race, you win a drag race.
here's my story. This is a good story. Okay, I grew up in Kansas, southwest Kansas, and we'd always go on vacation to Colorado. Well, later my parents decided to retire in a
Shout out
place
to
called
Colorado.
Trinidad, Colorado. And it's a town of about 12,000 people. But there was a doctor there, and I think his name was Jeffrey Bieber, like the singer.
Oh.
But he did
He's from Colorado. Not
sexual, not transplants, but and I don't even know what you call it.
sexual assignment surgeries, reassignment surgery.
Sexual
Sexual reassignment.
And he supported the
that's what it's
hospital
called.
in this little town. He made millions of dollars. He had like a 40,000 acre ranch.
Dang.
And in this surgery, these people would come in, and you know what they do? They split your penis down the middle,
They turn it inside out.
shove it up inside of
Yeah.
you, and then they castrate you, and then they take some skin off the back of your leg or something and make some labia.
Definitely not for adults.
This is
gruesome,
pretty
the
direct.
surgery. Yeah.
But he was doing this,
Most surgeries are.
and here in this little tiny Colorado town, everybody loved him because he paid so much taxes. The money would come in, and so when I would go visit my parents in Trinidad, we'd go to one of the 2 restaurants in town, wearing cowboy boots and all. We'd go in and sit there and talking, and then at the table about 2 tables away from him were all these obviously gay men just hanging around, you know, having
flaming.
dinner because one of their friends was there for
flaming.
one of their friends was there for the dinner, and it was such a weird thing that the juxtapositioning of these Colorado cowboys. My dad always wore a cowboy hat and boots, you know, and we go out and have this and see these guys over there, and nobody had a problem with it at all.
Yeah, I mean, and that's sort of like our experience as we traveled across the country. We were a bit freaked out in some zones, but people, or maybe it's just that we were just attracting the right groups, and we only ended up in the right places. But everybody was so friendly to us, and I mean, I'm not. I guess
people are generally just friendly.
Yeah.
There is a lot of in the news you see these days that, oh, well, we hate him and we hate Mexicans and we hate Africans and blah blah, Jews, Palestinians. Everyone hates everyone.
Right.
But actually, most people are just pretty cool fucking people.
Yeah.
People are people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you watch the news
all over the world, it got down to it. We're all people.
Right. So if you watch the big news, if you watch the news all the time, you probably get this idea that the world is an unsafe, horrible, terrifying place. But when you actually go out and you stop watching the news, you realize, oh my God, there's way more nice people than there are crazy fucks trying to fucking hurt you because of the way you are.
Absolutely. And whenever I go to a city to visit, I wouldn't go for 3 days. You know, if it's Tuesday, it must be Belgium or something like that. You know, go there and spend at least a month in the city. A month in Berlin, a month in Rome, a month in. I never went to Milan. But different places, because when you're there for that long, you can get into the community and they start recognizing you in your neighborhood, and then you can get to know people.
Yeah.
And once you get to know people, you realize we're all the same.
Yeah. I mean, even here in Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Everyone is so friendly. I mean, yes. About a month and a half ago, we did get accosted in the street by some dudes who wanted to take us down an alley and beat us up because we were gay. But we avoided that situation because my brother, Tadeo, was smart and he was being very observant, and he's like, let's get the fuck out of this. This is a dangerous situation, and we all got out of it. But overwhelmingly so, everyone is just friendly and nice and accepting.
It's true.
And I think on what Tom said, like, if you go somewhere for a week and you call that vacation, that's really not a good thing. You're not getting half of it. You have to stay for like a month. Yeah, and you just get tired, and it's kind of not. It kind of seems like a waste of time to me.
Yeah.
Oh, it
but
is.
Going for a month, going for like a extended period of time, and actually getting to know the bar, getting lost, and then refinding yourself, like mentally and physically. But knowing the people, it's way better than just going for a week and running around and then you're done.
Yeah. So
stressful. How many piles of 500-year-old bricks can you look at that they call cathedrals in Europe? How many of them can you look at? Until they all start looking the same. And what's the point of that? Oh yeah, it's a big pile of bricks.
Yeah,
they're old bricks and they're kind of nice. You know, that's what.
Yeah.
It's the people.
And
it's the people. Thank you.
That's all you want. And even when I went to Kuwait City for 6 days, I got into meeting the people, and they were completely different.
Yeah.
But when I thought, we think they're completely different, but once I got to meet some people, and I've got 3 good friends that I talk to still from Kuwait, they're just like us.
Yeah,
we can have conversations just like us. If they can speak English, because ain't no way you can speak Kuwaiti. That's or Farsi, I think they call it.
Yeah,
Farsi,
and for a lot of you who on this topic, like for a lot of you who are thinking about taking some travel to South America, there are tons of apps out there. I'm not going to suggest any because we're not sponsored by anyone yet, but just take some time to learn just some basic Spanish, and I promise you, people will enjoy you for that, and you will have a much better experience. And then, but you're also going to learn and just be in this wonderful zone of the earth that people sort of like sweep under the rug. Like, They're like, oh, there's drug people in Colombia. There's more drugs here. There's more drugs. No, it's not all that. It's not. That's like a small itty bitty portion. This is This is an entire continent full of wonderful, amazing people with gorgeous culture, with color, with vibrancy, with some of the most delicious food
God,
ever
yes.
taste.
Oh,
And it's
God.
worth it. And don't stay here a week. Stay here a month. And your cost of living, your month here will probably be less than a week in New York or a week in
easily. And you'll be staying in nice places, you'll be
Francisco or
eating
something.
good
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
And it's an overused cliche, but South America is I forgot what I was going to say. It's the best kept secret.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is. It's
and
gorgeous.
it really is overused, but it's true.
Yeah, and even if you're coming to us from the United States is a melting pot of a lot of cultures. Well, that also is here, at least in Buenos Aires, because there's tons of Europeans here. There's Russians here. There's
Ukrainians,
Serbians. There's Koreans. There's Japanese. There's
Croatians.
Chinese.
There's lots of
Croatians.
Chinese.
I know a Croatian witch here, and she's a wonderful person.
Yeah,
Asians,
Best
Germans,
conversations.
French.
Senegalese, Africans of different
Senegalese,
areas.
right. It's a melting pot, and it's amazing because the people are so open that everybody is able to coexist here
assimilate
in
And
gorgeous
your
harmony.
English will serve you because you start speaking Spanish. You speak like 4 or 5 syllables. They know you're a Norte Americano or Estadounidense. That's what they call it.
Yeah,
Because
those
you have to be
Yankee.
careful about that.
Yankee.
Don't say, "Where are you from?" "I'm an American."
Yeah.
They're like offended by that because
Estadounidense.
we're all Americans.
We're
We're
all
South
Americans,
Americans,
right.
and Central Americans, and
Right.
North Americans. You say Norte Americano.
Right.
But once they pick up on your accent, which takes about 4 seconds,
Yeah.
if they
Instant.
have any English and the courage to bring it forward,
They're
you're
usually
having a
practice.
conversation in English.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how many people really speak good English.
Right. And then on to end that, I mean, or to jump out, not to end it, but to jump on the other side, a lot of people also don't know any English. So it is, if you're gonna live here and be an expat, then it's definitely worth it to find a school and get yourself some Spanish, because
And
Yeah,
get yourself
then
some.
you
Get
can go
yourself
to
some.
a bar.
Get to an
strike up a
intermediate
conversation.
level on Spanish, like
Yeah.
a level 1 intermediate. You can converse, you can have a conversation
Right.
with somebody who knows no English.
Right. And then you'll
It's possible.
that's
You
the
can
good
talk
part.
about
And you'll
everything.
Then you can actually start learning the language.
Right, and you'll save yourself the anxiety of feeling lonely because you can't talk to anyone. Like, oh my God, I don't know any Spanish. I just moved to this place. Right?
Well, do we have any predictions or anything? Are we gonna predict? Are we gonna make any predictions? Do we have any?
Predictions. Let's see.
What's gonna happen with Florida and Texas and Joe Biden? Maybe
I
something on
don't
that.
want to predict even on anything on the U.S. because I've been gone so long.
Yeah, I know it's been a long time.
You can make one. I mean, I've still watched them.
I'm going to predict that maybe half of the omnibus will pass and half of it won't.
Okay, all right.
Half of the 392 articles.
Yeah.
Which ones are those?
Yep.
I don't know. There's 392 of them.
Which ones are going to pass?
Yeah.
I'm really interested.
I'm gonna be like general. I'm pretty like half of them will pass and half of them won't, just to please everybody. Just because they're gonna be people pleasers on that, I think.
Okay.
I
That's my
predict
prediction.
Joe Biden is going to visit Texas, and Governor Abbott and him are going to have a little standoff,
Ooh.
like 2 old men bawling, fighting in the middle. No, I don't know.
Texas will win on that for
Right.
sure, but okay.
Well,
Probably.
yeah, Biden's so stupid he may have a motorcade in downtown Dallas.
He'll probably faint.
Oh Lord!
With the top off.
Douche.
Abbott will say one sentence, and then Biden will say, "Oh, I need to go to bed. This is too much for me."
I think that was a Kennedy assassination reference. If you didn't get
Oh shit! Did not get that.
that. Those who. Okay.
Did not get that. I'm
Tom, you
glad.
got anything for
Oh
us?
my God! What could I predict? What could I predict? I really don't have anything. I'm living in the here and now.
Yeah,
And
it's like-
I'm so occupied with trying to find a new apartment and
right,
with I have
Well, I'll
a new
predict you
girlfriend.
find
And
a
it's
new
your
one.
birthday
And
coming
it's
up.
my birthday comes. We're
Same
having
as
a
me.
huge party
Yeah,
in
that'll be fun.
Palacio Barolo. We're
Yeah.
renting out the bar downstairs.
Aquarius is.
Oh yeah, Aquarius, the underground Barolo is the name of the party. It's gonna be good. But so I just no, I have no predictions.
Just predict a good future, a good
Yeah,
couple of weeks,
come
a good
what may.
weekend.
Yeah.
I
There we go.
predict that what comes in front of me will be good, and what comes in front of you will be good. You just have the patience to observe it and to accept it and let it play through.
Hey, that's some good words. That's some good words. Those are
That's
some good
right.
words.
Good ones to end on.
Jesus. Well,
All
for
right.
all of you who have been listening and tuning in with us for our first episode and second episode of those, we're so happy to have you with us. It is a pleasure just sitting here bantering with you. And that's what we're going to say for today. Thank you all for listening to today's episode. If you like what you hear, and especially if you didn't, remember to subscribe now on your favorite podcasting app. We're available on YouTube, Amazon, Apple, and Spotify. Until next week, this has been another Ruckus episode.
A drunken episode, maybe.
There we
It's
go.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so goddamn hot.
It is hot. A episode of
The Velvet Hammer. Hey, have a great week.